All right. Wow. This is beautiful. How you doing, everybody? I am in the car and I'm driving around Shodoshima Island. If you don't know where Shodoshima is on the map, I guess I could show you right here. Check it out. This island is right between Okayama, which is over here, and Takamatsu, which is Kagawa Prefecture. This is Shikoku Island, and this is Osaka up here, Kobe, Akashi. So we're on this island right there, which is pretty amazing. Look at this. And all of the ferry and all of the population is over here on this side. We're up here on the very far side of the island. And I thought I would show you what Shodoshima looks like on this side, because it is vastly different than the other side. In fact, a ferry has just docked over there. You see that? So there are a lot of people that are, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are people that are coming to this island, to this side of the island, which is pretty amazing. I've been driving around all day. It is so relaxing. This car cost me, I think it was 8,000 yen per day, which is roughly like $59 or $60 a day, which is not too bad. It's a Daihatsu Kopen. So let's go outside. Let's check out this beach. This is Totihama Beach, I believe it's called. Wow. Truly a beautiful sight. Let's go down the side here and we can take a look around the area. We're gonna drive into the port as soon as the ferry kind of leaves. We'll drive into there and take a closer look. But I'm just really happy. The weather could not be better for the beginning of November. It's like 22, 23 degrees Celsius, which is what, like 60s, 65 degrees Fahrenheit maybe. Sunny. I'm sure I got a little bit of a suntan over the last couple of days of driving around here. It is beautiful. And I got shorts on. Oh man, you can smell the sea. Hear the seagulls. R90 writes in here, how many likes to dive in? I'm not diving. You know, the water is not very warm anymore, okay? It would take a lot. It would take a lot of likes. I gotta be honest with you. Or a very large contribution to my dry cleaning fund, which, you know, I don't need to dry clean this, but I might. Yeah, so it's about, you know, you could drive around this entire island in about 75 minutes. It's not too big. It's very manageable. The main pier, the main dock city is called Tono, T-O-N-O. And that's most accessible through Takamatsu, but they have a ferry from Okayama that'll take you almost straight to the Shinkansen. As soon as you arrive at the ferry terminal in Okayama Prefecture, there's a bus that will take you to Okayama Station. You can jump right onto the Shinkansen. So that kind of access is really useful, but I still think that coming here by a flight to Takamatsu from Tokyo is the fastest, most efficient way to get here. Yeah, it's docking here. Check it out. That's a pretty big ferry. You can fit a lot of people on there. That's the one that goes to Okayama, I believe. Yeah. It might, you know, this one might even go to Kobe or Osaka. And there's the open sea. Gosh, the seafood is amazing. Just on the other side of this lip of the mountain here, there is a restaurant that I went to, this roadside restaurant. And this is one of the things that I love about this island. If you just rent a car and you drive around for the entire day, there are so many little road stop restaurants that you could just, you know, you park, you eat. It's family run, usually fresh seafood, something that they caught from the area. They deep fry it, put it on a bed of rice with a savory sauce on it. There's nothing better than seeing Japan from this point of view. I know, like, you know, y'all might like Yoshinoya and you know, Ippudo Ramen and all these other places, chain shops. They're pretty good. But I'm just telling you, when you come out here to the countryside, you have a lot of these shops that are, I don't know, it's just so much better. it just tastes so much better. Here's the Totihama Beach. Totihama? I'm not sure. It's my first time here. I guess it's a beach. We got it all to ourselves. Radania's in the house. Cheering from Hawaii. Aloha. How much to jump in a boat and ride away to go to Hawaii? Gonna have to stock up. There's a vending machine over there. There's the car. It's the same one. I believe it smells the same. It's the same one that I had a couple of months ago when I was here. I did a bunch of live streams from this area. Yosh. Yeah, that was pretty darn good. Anago, I got an omori large size. Omori means big bowl, like a size upgrade. I got an omori anagodon, which is costs you 1,600 yen, worth every single yen. All right, let's get in the car and we can drive over to this area. I mean, maybe we can walk it. I think it's better if we just drive it. See if we can find a place to park. There's not a lot of people on this side of the island either. The people that I did see were, like, it seemed like everybody's over the age of 60 or 65. There's nothing wrong with that, but it was just a little bit, a little funny. Let's see here. Wow, it's such a beautiful day. How lucky could I get? We're gonna make it, yeah. All right, I'll take you to the town here. Wow, there's like nobody here. It's very small. Look at this. All these really low, small buildings, old looking. Look at that. Gosh, this is so relaxing on this side of the island and such a contrast. All right, let's see if we can find a parking spot here. All the boats are disembarking. So let's see if we can get a parking spot and I can show you. How about right here? Yeah, I think I can park in here. And we can walk into the town a little bit. Can I park here? Oh yeah, this is the ferry. Okay, yeah, this is for the ferry. We're only gonna be here for a short time. So says the live streamer. Oy. Ah, this is nice. There's the ferry. Let's walk around to the other side. I better get my mask because I'm an outsider. This is pretty nice. Okay, here we go. I don't think anyone's gonna take anything from the car. You think? I think it's pretty safe. All right, don't touch anything. Is there like a resident cat who will keep watch if I give him some fish? I'll be back. I'm going to Takamatsu tomorrow morning to film the rest of this episode. And then tomorrow evening I go straight back home. Look at this art. This is art, baby. What? Peter, can I bring this back for you? Put this in your little garden. Look at that. What is it? Oh. Oh. All right, moving along. The things you find in small towns. You just have to, if you use your imagination, it might look like something that it is, maybe. I didn't realize that. Woo! Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Wow! Look at this! Look at the view! Should I go through these pipes here and you can see? Look at that! My gosh! Beautiful! Now here's the funny thing. It is sunny here, but the weather is different on this side of the mountains. It's kind of cooler. And there's a mist that comes through here. It almost looks like it's gonna rain. Almost looks like it's gonna rain. Look at that. But the other side is very, very warm. It's just a different, really different contrast. This one side of Shodoshima and the other side. Now the summer is the high season. Tons of tourists come here, especially motorcyclists and bicyclers. The roads are not too big. You can see there's a bunch of motorcyclists. Peter, let's consider doing this one. They're getting on the ferry to go back to the mainland. So I think this is definitely a doable trip. Do they have ice cream here? I'd love to get something from this shop. There is a bus that I believe it meets with the ferry. Oh man. Oh, they don't have anything on sale. Maybe they says it's inside the shop you can get something. Maybe we'll go inside. I didn't actually ask for permission, but I think they might be okay. I'm not sure that too many live streamers come this way. Anything interesting in the vending machine? No. Usual suspects. This is the Fukuda house. Not sure what that is, but we're gonna dig in. Oh, this is okay. I'm glad that we kind of came here. This is the ferry that goes from Himeji. And a lot of you know Himeji Castle. This is another reason to stay perhaps in Himeji. You can get on the ferry, come here and explore a little bit. Maybe even rent a car in Himeji, drive around for a day, and then drive the car back onto the ferry, go back to Himeji. How fun would that be? Interesting. Okay, mental note, this is from Himeji. Let's see really quickly if I can get a price of the tickets and an estimate of the time that's required. Himeji までいくらですか？何分くらいかかりますか？1時間40分。ありがとうございます。Interesting. So it takes 1 hour and 40 minutes to get to the other side, to Himeji. That's actually, it takes 30 minutes by jet boat from Takamatsu, from Tono. So that's kind of a long time, an hour 40 to get to Himeji from here. But the ticket price, what was that? Did I say 1,700 yen? That's like $15. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. Let's see, what is this? Fukuda house. Looks like an art exhibition or something. Not sure. How long for a ferry to Hawaii? R90, you really got the hits going on here today. Gosh. I don't know. Ferry to Hawaii would be pretty sweet, but you got to go around the inlet sea. There's a bunch of islands here. All right, let's take a look at the map. That'll give you a better idea where we are. So I guess from this side of the island, you can get a ferry that goes all the way to Kobe. And up here on the top, that's where we are. Okay. This ferry takes you to Himeji. This is Fukuda Port, Fukuda Minato. There's one on the top here that takes you to Hinase. And the main port is right here on the opposite end of the island. That'll take you to Okayama and Takamatsu. That is Tono. Sorry, right here. And next to Tono is the art museum Teshima. It's a lot of art installations on this island. It's really beautiful. And there's a bunch of other islands here, but most of the ferries, because this is Kagawa Prefecture, this is considered Shikoku, this island. You can catch the ferry to Takamatsu, and there's tons of them. They're like 2 times an hour, including high-speed ferries, which take 30 minutes, which is what I take. Yeah, I already did a live stream of Angel Road, and I stayed here last time. It's really interesting. It's just that this side of the island has a very, very sparse population. It's a really different experience than on the other side of the island. So maybe coming from Himeji might not be a bad idea. All right, let's walk down a little bit more because there's just something special about, what is this for free? Maybe it's an electric charger. Wow, that's free. Free electricity. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. Right now, from the top of the island, you can see the autumn leaves are just starting to change here. Next week will be a lot better. So we're about a week away from the autumn foliage changing. This is freaky. Is that a real woman? Hold on, what? I thought that was a real woman standing. Excuse me, what? Oh, that freaked me out. I thought they were people. The Fukutake house. Oh, this is on Google Maps. They're like gods. I guess they're the local residents here. This lady made of apples. Wow. This is seriously some really hardcore stuff. Look at this. What? That's cocky. Whoa. That is seriously realistic looking. That's creepy. All right, you know what? I gotta keep moving. I don't want to. This isn't a place to mess around. You upset some spirits. You have apple lady rolling towards you. You don't want that. These signs are all over the countryside in Japan. It's to tell kids not to jump out in front of traffic. Tobidashi注意してください. Tobidashi, jump and rush. A lot of electric vehicles. It's increasing here in Japan. John going to have Apple Lady's nightmares. I am gonna have that. Who wrote that? I'm totally gonna have Apple nightmares. I'm having them in real time right now. Yeah, this is such a beautiful little town. Look at this. So we have a temple, which is 400-meter hike up this direction. And there's some construction going on here, so the population is half construction workers. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, well, we're gonna walk around a little bit. Let's extend the stick. This is the DJI Osmo 6, a new one. It's a nice little gimbal. An extension stick. Works better than my 5. This one doesn't deserve a name yet. We on this program, if the gimbal is giving us trouble, and that's what makes these like a buttery smooth viewing experience. If the gimbal gives us trouble, we name the gimbal only when they're bad. So far, there's no name for this one. What a scenic little town. Look at that. Joy's right. Joy writes in here, new gimbal, let's name it. How about name it Joy? This gimbal's name. I dubbed thee Joy. So Joy's doing well. Joy wanted me to name the gimbal, so we just named it after Joy. This temple's down there. Joy now says, no, not my name. Too late, Joy. Carrie says, joy is joyful. I can get on board with that. Scotty writes in here, Joy is a smooth operator. It's a true story, both in real life and the gimbal. So it kind of works. Wow, I love this. You can hear an airplane somewhere in the distance, but it's just so quiet. Look at that. Oh, there's an alley. I'm not gonna scream out loud, but I will. I will meow. And let's see if we can get some cats to come out. Wow! That's me. Wow! That was me as well. Shh. We're hunting rabbits and cats. Wow! 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 Could be a different dialect. Name it joy when it works, then name it grief when it doesn't. I can, that's hilarious. That's a good idea. The opposite of joy, grief. Wow, look at that barber pole, it still works. And I wanted to be a barber just so I could get a barber pole. But then I found in Japan, there's places, they don't have one barber pole, they got like 20 of them because they just went crazy. And that, you know, I guess they also had a childhood dream of having a barber pole, then they just kept on collecting them. I saw a place in Ibaraki driving. There must have been 150 barber poles, and it just would drive you crazy, and it would make you want to stop and marvel at it. Then it would drive you crazy. Oh, look at this alley. Is this a real road? Okay, let's go down the rabbit hole. Hey, Tokyo Paw Live. Bring in some cats. Wow. I'll meow every time I get a super chat. How about that? Wow. That one's for free. Whoa. Did you see this? Look at that. These are seto lemons. Whoa. So this area of Japan is very famous for lemons. Of course, we've got olives on this island, but these seto lemons are, they're really good and they're kind of expensive. I'm not gonna, never take something from somebody's garden. It's okay to look at them, even if it falls on the ground. They're not yours. So that's important, okay? Somebody has that's a lot of lemons though. Maybe they don't need all of them. Don't never steal. And stealing is also borrowing, okay? You don't borrow fruit. So I know that there's somebody's thinking that, because I was too. You can't borrow fruit. Just watch Seinfeld. There's an episode a whole episode on that. You can't borrow a can of cola either. Once you open it, it's stolen. Something like that. All right, I couldn't go any further. So that's as far as I can take you there. Soup for you. That's right. When life gives you lemons, you eat it. Well, I guess if they give it to you, but I was not given it. Oh, wow. Look at the sun streaming through the clouds. That's just gorgeous. I've been on so many islands in Japan. Japan in itself is an island. But within those 4 main islands, there are so many little ones. And each one, gosh, it's so scenic. Look at this alley. And in between on each island, there's almost like a very unique culture. They have something there that's just different. And And there's a lot of things that are the same, like the post office. Like what? The post office is on every island, in every place. It's pretty amazing. Not on every island, on every habited island, I think. Oh, do you see this? I know we're not gonna go all the way over there. Well, we'll see what happens. There's no convenience store here. So that truck there is a convenience store truck. And they have drinks and bread and sugar and all the things you need for daily life on that truck. That's funny. They got music playing. That's how I know it's a convenience store truck. You can hear the music. Strange foreigner coming in your direction. Close and go away. Oh, they are closing up. Are you just finished? Oh, that's a shame. A Marunaka is what it's called. Yeah, they like classic rock. It's so funny. Oh, look how beautiful these are. Look at this. And it's probably copyright music as well, I bet you. Gosh, okay, you know what? Blah, 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 blah. Maruhada, blah, blah. I don't think they copyrighted the song. Copyright strike. Look at this little kiddie playground. All right, we gotta go in here. Let's go into the little... This is the sound of the Japanese countryside. Jingles, birds, fresh air, and all of you want to go to Tokyo and Kyoto, and you're missing this kind of stuff. This is so off the beaten path, man. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this. Jonathan, I find out if it's copyrighted by if they give me a strike. There's no way to find out until then. That's the thing, and then I have to cut it. I think it'll be all right. Look at this. This is for kids. If you go through these torii gates, you go into another world, a dimension. Now, it's bad luck to go underneath a ladder, but it's a slide, so it's okay. So we're gonna go through these here. Feel different. Wow. It's fun just to explore, walk around. No kids. I haven't seen anybody under the age. Well, it is probably school hours. I haven't seen anybody under the age of 65 yet, except for me. It's nice to go to a place where people still call you young man. Hey, young man. I think I'll move here. which is like every single Japanese small town now. You're always the youngest person unless you're, and even if you're not young, you're still probably the youngest person because the average lifespan in Japan is way long. Wow! Look at how clean this canal is. What? This is clean living, folks. When the water that comes through your town in the canal is this clean, this is clean living. Wow. And it's quite deep. It's about 2.5 meters deep, which is, you know, for translating for the American audience, like what, 8 feet? You could see the fishy. Ah, there goes the truck. Furunaka. It's called Furunaka. Furunaka is gone. You see him? I think you could swim here, but that'd be weird. Be weird. In November, it's sort of, you know, done swimming season. But you could do anything you want. It's a free country. It's a free country. It's pretty free country. Almost free. It's almost free country. Wow. Me likey. Yeah, the red thingies are called tori. Torii, which we don't really write it in English in Japan, but they have Chinese characters called kanji. It's all good. Look at the solar panels. Are they self-sufficient here? The whole town would be self-sufficient. That'd be pretty freaking awesome. Hey, our buddy Michael's here. Michael Sasano, never seen this part of Japan before. Loving it. Thank you for sharing with us. You're welcome. Kind of a sleepy fishing village between Okayama and Takamatsu. Look at the walls on that. Is that made of straw or mud? That is like a Taisho era building, like 100-year-old building maybe. It's hard to say. That's pretty awesome. Ah! Wasn't me. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we named the gimbal Joy. And what else happened? We saw some art, which I'll show you again. We saw this. We saw a convenience store truck, which was here before when I first came. It's no longer here. We saw the ferry coming in from the beginning. Just recapping what we saw here. We went to the ferry terminal and found out that this ferry came from Himeji to Shodoshima, which is pretty awesome. And it takes an hour and 40 minutes to get here. I'm probably the youngest person here in this town. And we're gonna give this to Peter to put in his garden. We don't know what it is yet, but it's something. Don't know. It's hard to, I really don't know what that is. I don't know. So moving on. Konnichiwa. I'm hearing echoes of Brandania. She's running in and out of her office to catch the live stream. We love you, Brandania. Thanks, Michael. This is like a museum right here, and there's a gate to keep us out. A rope. Got fishing boat. Various things. Look at that old forklift from the hundreds. I don't know. Wow, I'm really digging this town. Look at the old anchor. Ahoy, ye mateys. And that's it. That's the town. This is it. This has been pretty cool. I just wanted to give you a taste of what it's like on the other side of Shodoshima, because I've given you a couple of live streams. I really recommend that you kind of give this island a little bit of little look over on your trip here. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by Shodoshima Island or Kagawa Prefecture. I'm just really curious about it, and this is I've been here once before, many years ago, but the last couple of months I've been coming here more frequently to film, and it's just, there's some interesting stories here. Let's just put it like that. And I'm always hunting for interesting stories. Like, who made this stain here? Story. Deep. Look at the color of the water here. There's this emerald blue color to the water, the inlet sea. It is really one of the most beautiful water in Japan, I think. In the world, I don't know. But it's such a beautiful color to the sea. It's hard to tell from a distance, but when you look at it like from here, you can see. Very nice, isn't it? It's like a green blue, like emerald color. Really clean. See the sea. He spelt it wrong. See the sea. See. And you can add a little Spanish, right? See the sea. See. Question mark, maybe? I don't know. Keep going. See the sea. Some more SH. It's just really relaxing here. I'm heading back now to the Olive Park. I'm gonna film the olive oil ice cream for the episode and get a handful of olives and film that. But it was really interesting. I yesterday to go see the original wagyu fed cattle. So I don't know if you've ever seen The Blacklist with, was it David Spader? I forget who the actor is. There was a scene in there where there was a truck full of cattle carcasses, beef, and they said this, and he said, "This is the most expensive wagyu beef." I think he said wagyu. I think they pronounced it wrong. The script, they don't know how to. Wagyu beef from Shodo Island in Japan, the olive wagyu beef. It's like, whoa, it made it into Hollywood now. So olive wagyu beef is pretty big. But I was curious about it, and I actually, I'm not kidding. Okay, I picked olives this morning. I was so busy I couldn't film it, live stream it. All right, just listen to this, all right? And then I went to the processing factory and I saw how they make the olives that they don't eat raw olives, the wagyu here. There's a special food, and I ate the food that the wagyu beef eat, like the cattle. So I ate cattle food. And it was interesting. It was pretty, of course it had like the pits in it, so it was a little bit crunchy, but it was good. So I ate the same food that the olive beef eats. It's like a powder. And it was quite good. So now I don't think anyone in the world outside of Japan has ever eaten this food. So it's, it's an original. How many other people? A lot of YouTubers have tried to make wagyu beef, olive wagyu beef episodes, but I think I just took the cake. I ate the olive feed that the wagyu eat with them. Who will go that far? What YouTuber will challenge and go that far? Or will you just go to a wagyu restaurant and say, okay, this is olive fed wagyu beef and that's it? No, you must take the next step. You must go and eat what they eat. And then eat them. You don't have to eat them. But the it wasn't bad and it wasn't good, but I could see there's a lot of nutrients. There's an essence of olive in there, but it was kind of bitter. All right. There's a natural sweetness on the side, and it was kind of bitter on the like a deep bitterness. But you could tell that there's a ton of vitamins in there. And this is, I think, what gives the olive wagyu not the taste of olives in the meat. They don't eat raw olives, but it's the minerals and that bitterness, the sweet bitterness that resonates with through the meat. And I'm very interested because tomorrow I'm going to the auction for the wagyu beef, olive wagyu beef auction, and then we're going to a restaurant that's going to prepare me a bunch of dishes with olive wagyu beef, and I'm going to try them. Of course, get scenes of them cutting it and everything. But I really want to get the essence of what makes this brand so special. And, you know, is beef just beef? But it's not. But it is. Is it? Can you really taste the difference? So over the last couple of years, I've been making these Wagyu beef episodes, and it's fascinating to come to the farms and talk with the farmers and understand what they're doing to make their brand unique. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, everybody. What should I do now? Don't forget to click the like button. I think I'm gonna fly the drone here and get a couple of shots back at that point here, and then go back to the olive farm. And I'll be on the Shinkansen tomorrow night and in Takamatsu tomorrow. So I'll try to bring you to Takamatsu, maybe even on the ferry tomorrow, and give you another perspective. And then yeah, tomorrow night I'm jumping onto the Shinkansen and heading back home to Tokyo. I don't think I'm going to spend the night in Takamatsu. So I might do another Shinkansen episode or something from Okayama or something before I get on the Shinkansen if possible. And then we'll, yeah, I'll be back in Tokyo the day after tomorrow, I believe. I'm not sure yet. I still might spend the night in Takamatsu. It's hard to say. Who knows? You know, I have a nose for a story, and when the story is still there, I kind of will stick around and then try to get more of the story. Don't forget to join our Discord server. We're about almost 16,000 strong over there. A lot of people are sharing their photos from Japan. So if you're thinking of coming to Japan, you're asking questions about it, I would go onto the Discord server. There are people that are in Japan right now that will answer your questions on the server. It's kind of fun right now to hear and talk to people that are traveling inside of Japan. It's almost like the thorn trees, something that Lonely Planet had done like 20 years ago. You can go online and get up-to-date information from people right now on the ground, and that's what the Only in Japan Discord server is. And it's free. That's what it is. It's free. It's a cool place to talk and share. A lot of the photos coming in are cool to look at too. All right, everybody, I'm back at it. Time to get on the move. The ETC card. I'll see you in the next episode. I think it's perfect. This way. There's another car blocking me. All right, I'll see you in an episode probably tomorrow, maybe tonight. I don't know. And we'll talk again. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. Aiken, also thank you for the super thanks. Aiken, I saw that. You gave me a super thanks. And I think I responded to it, but that's really cool. I get the notifications with the super thanks. I appreciate that. And I will send you a message because I'm very interested in that, the gimbal holder. I appreciate you thinking of me for that, buddy. All right, see everybody. Whoa! What is that? What is that? It's like Army helicopter. What? It's a double rotor. Whoa. You don't see that every day. It's a UFO. It's aliens. Or the US Army. Probably US Army. That was cool.